Welcome, this is UFO, and today we're going to be covering Uncolored Cube. Now, Uncolored Cube is a part of the Colored Cube variants, and specifically, the difference is if the cube is split into two equal halves, which, as you see here, selectively it is two halves, then we're looking at Uncolored Cube. So the point of this module is we have this is our opponent's cube, and we are trying to click the cube at a specific time to beat their point value. And we want to do this in a way where we do not win 3 times in a row because we would strike. So we need to win 2 games and then tie or lose another game and then win the final game to solve the module. So this is a little complicated. I do have my own manual I like to expedite things with. But first we're gonna just take the color and the number of the cube. So let's start with red 4. This cube has a color value. Which color value is the position in this list of colors, which could be red, green, blue, yellow, magenta, cyan, white, or black. And wherever is in the list is its color value. So we could already tell in this list here that's red. So we're just going to mark this as alpha and put it as 1. Our number value of a cube is this number in the top left. So it would be 4. So these are our opponents. What about ours? Now, I'm going to pull this from my personal manual. But basically how it works is you take, where is it? To determine our color value and our number value, we click the cube at a specific time. And whenever you click it, the last 2 digits will equal tango, which is our time variable. So, to get our color value, or Charlie, we are going to take the time we click it, modulo 8, then add 1. So, for example, we clicked it at 5 seconds, our Charlie would be 6. To get our November in the manual, but I like calling it delta everywhere else, we divide the time by 7 and drop the decimals. And then, depending on where we clicked, if we click here, we subtract Bravo, or our opponent's number value. And if we click the stop one, we add Bravo. One thing to note about November, or delta, if it needs to be in the range of 1 through 10. If it won't accept the message if it's not in between those 2 values. So I'm going to do one example, one round of the module without the equation I have, or without the text field calculator solver. And then I'm going to do another round with one. So let's begin. We are going to take so these 2 equations. To score, to determine the total values of cubes, we subtract the player's number value from the opponent's color value and modulo 8 until it's in the range of 1 to 8. We subtract the player's color value from the opponent's number value and then add 10, so it's in the range of 1 to 10. And then we multiply the results and module that until it's in the range of 1 to 10. And then that is our cube value. We're going to ignore this table for now, but we'll get there in 1 second. So we are going to, I'm going to get a copy of these equations. And also this is the exact same thing as this, just just in a long form of equation. And there's no other way to get range 1 to 8 as like a math equation, so I just did modulo. However, it could be inaccurate, so you should keep in mind that. Anyway, we are going to take uh, our alpha delta values, which will never change. So we're going to apply those into the, I mean, not alpha, delta, alpha, bravo. So we'll replace those. And we need to find, we need to choose when to click the time to get the correct Charlie and Delta, which gives us a higher score. So what we're gonna do is substitute this for 4, since we know Bravo is. And one little trick to note, instead of starting at 60 and then going, well, not 60, instead of going for 59 and then continuing all the way to 0, what you could do is cut down a little. Since we know delta needs to be in the range of 1 through 10, we can do 7 times, if we do 49 divided by 7, it is 7. However, we do 48, we got 6.85. And we're supposed to drop the decimals, so we have 6. And 6 plus 4 equals 10. So basically, we don't need to check anything above 48, since it would be invalid either way. So we just need to check from 48 down in order to solve the module. So let's start with 48. We're going to substitute tango in for 48. So 48 modulo 8 is obviously 1, means 0, and plus 1 equals 1. So our Charlie equals 1. So we're going to substitute that in the equation. And our delta is 48 divided by 7, which we already know is 10, means 6. And yeah, 6. And then we're going to add the 4 to get 10. And we don't need to change, if we have to keep checking, we don't have to change delta until the next multiple of 7, which is 42. Alright, so we're gonna now do this both of these long equations, and we want our score to be higher than our opponents. So let's begin. We have 1 minus 10, which is 9. Well, negative 9. And then we modulo 8, which I'm actually going to do here, is 7. And then we times that by 4 minus 1, which equals 3. We multiply those two together, so 7 times 3 equals 21. And modulo that to get 1. Actually, yes, 1. And then we do the same for the bottom. So we got 1 minus 4 equals negative 3. Mod 8 equals 5. And then 5 times 10 minus 1 equals 9. So we got 5 times 9, which equals 45. Modulo 10 would equal 5. So our poet score is higher, which means we do not want to click it at 48 seconds. So we're going to try with 47 seconds. And all we have to change is Charlie until we reach 42 seconds, where we need to change delta as well. So we're going to do 42 mod 8 equals 7, and then we're going to add 1 to get 8. So we're going to change the Charlie to be 8. And now we're just going to do the same thing, but with different math. And it's really the same process. Okay, so 1 minus 10 equals negative 9. Mod 8, 7. Wait, let me try that again. Yes, so 7. And we got negative 4 mod 10 would be 6. So 42. And then mod 10 would equal 2. Then we got 8 minus 4, which equals 4. Times 9. So 4 times 9 equals 46, so equals 6. This is invalid, so we need to try 46 seconds. So we are going to 46 mod 8 equals 6 plus 1 equals 7. So we're just going to change those two variables. And then -9 mod 8 is 7. 4 by 7 equals -3, which mod 7 equals 7. 7 times 7 is 49. Mod 10 is 9. And then we got 3 here. And then we got 9 here. So 9, 18, 27. 27 mod 10 is 7. Okay. So we have found our valid time to click the cube since our score is higher at 46 seconds. So at 46 seconds, we're going to click this top face. Since during the delta equation, we did at plus, which means we have to click the top face. Perfect. Okay. We can check our work. Because this, we can check color values. As you can see in this list, white, which is our cube, this is our cube, which was our Charlie, is 7, so that's correct. And our delta was 10, which is also correct. So we are gonna write down the color for later of this cube specifically. You could also write down the opponent's cube, but it's not gonna matter. And we're gonna click the top face to show that we won. We click the bottom face to show that we lost, and we obviously don't want to do that because then we'll get a strike. Perfect. Okay, so as you can see, that took a bit, and it is a lot of process and error to get it correctly. So let's show a faster way. I'm going to delete all my previous work, and I'm going to copy my text field equation. Okay, so how this works is basically it's the exact same math, but it's different. It's different in where you can just plug in. You only have to change time, and you don't have to like manually change all the equations every time you want to check a new time. And also, this should be on the top, so it's a little more clear. Let me go do that in my personal notes as well. Perfect. Okay, so we have we're gonna uncomment alpha and bravo, and we're gonna uncomment scores. Perfect. Right. So we're gonna do the same process as before. So we find the color value of our opponent's cube, which is cyan, which would be 6. And we find number value, which is 9. Okay. And we're gonna start at 59 seconds, even though we don't have to. Okay. So now we have that. So how to read this is the Charlie is the same as before, which is our time modulo 8 plus 1 to get our color value of our cube. And our delta is floor, which basically means removing decimals, of our time divided by 7, and we add bravo to it. And this positive at the front can be changed. For example, we click the bottom face, we can subtract. However, for this cube, I'm gonna click the top face only. So we're gonna go over and also we want to check if our top value here is greater than our lower value. So so as you can see, this top one is our delta, And this is important to note because if we would click at 59 seconds, it won't give us a strike, but it won't like, accept it either. So we need to have a valid time that's below 17. That's in the range of 1 to 10. So we're gonna do. Actually, no, we're gonna do 20, 10. There we go. 10's good enough. Okay. So one thing to note. Now that in the first round we had no discard pile because the game just started. However, now we have uh, a new we had a new discard pile. And what got added to the discard pile is the color that last won. And since we last won and our cube was a white cube, we want to check the row of that color. So as you can see in this table, it says values divisible by 3 are prioritized. So we're gonna check that before we check which one's greater. Uh, Really it matters if neither or both apply the rule, then prioritization does not matter. Okay. So as you can see, neither apply, so that means this 4 is less than 8, so that's not valid. For 9 seconds, neither divisible by 3, and our value is greater. So we are going to click at 9 seconds. And we're still going to click the top face since we did a positive here. We have green, so we're going to write that down. And we're going to click the top face again to show that we won. This equation is taken straight from the equation from before, which, as you can see, it's our player number value minus uh, color value of our opponent minus our opponent's color value, our opponent's number value minus our color value. This one's mod 8, this one's mod 10, and we multiply together and modulo 10 the entire equation. So we have a new example. And if you remember the rule before, we cannot win 3 games in a row. Otherwise, our opponent will think we are cheating, and we will have to reset the ball. So we want our opponent to win this time. So we're basically going to do the same thing as before, but we're just going to make sure our opponent wins. Okay, so magenta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 5 in the score, and then we have a Bravo of 4. So we're gonna start at 59. 59 is too high, so we're gonna do 40. That works. And we're gonna make sure our opponent wins. But first we're gonna check the color of the discard pile. The last cube to win was green, so even values are prioritized. Okay, so one thing to note about 0, as I said before, there isn't really a good math way to represent in the range of 1 to 10. So I decided to just module 10. And if it shows 0, keep in mind it could be either 0 or it could be 10. So I recommend even if you see any 0, just do another time, just to be safe. Anyway, this is not valid. We have 39, and our rule is even values prioritized, so both are prioritized, which doesn't matter. And the bottom score is greater, so we can click at 39. And also, if you remember, the discard pile at the top is the winning cube. Now, black isn't winning, it was the magenta cube that won. So we're going to actually write down magenta. And since our opponent won, we're going to click this bottom face. And finally, we can solve the module once we win 3 games. So let's do the file process, but we win this time. So black is 8, Bravo is free, we'll start at 59. 59 is too high, so we'll go to 40. There we go. 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 32. Actually, let's go to 33. Our color rule is odd values are prioritized. So, which doesn't matter here. So 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. There we go. Very weird one, but 16 is valid, so we're gonna do that. It's gonna take a while for it to loop back around. One thing to note, if you do want to use this text field equation, you cannot use it on challenge bombs, but you can use it on Twitch plays, and you can use it on profile bombs with your friends. But it's not like an RNG crystal situation where it's like really brutal to do it without the text field calculator. It's pretty simple to do without the calculator. You just need to it takes a little bit. So we're gonna wait until 16 comes up here. 19, 18, 17, 16. And we are gonna click this top face to solve. Perfect. We're gonna do another example, a little quicker now that we can use the text field equation. And we are going to show off as we click the bob face for these for this. So let's go. And also I'm going to use my own personal manual. It really is no difference. It's just what I said in this video, but words. Okay, so let's go find colors. Yellow is the fourth, so alpha equals 4, bravo equals 5. We're going to start at 59. As you can see, it's -3 this time, since delta we're using floor, so we're going to click the bottom face. And still is invalid. We need to have a value greater than 1, or greater than or equal to 1. So let's see 0, 0 works. So we're going to work from 0, 0 backwards. Which, speaking of which, I just missed it, unfortunately, but it is a valid time. So we're going to use 0, 0 as our number. Also, unfortunately, Uncolored Cube has no current uses in challenge bombs, but I don't think, with that matter, any of the newest play cubes have any challenge bomb use. Also, make sure if you did use a negative for the delta, make sure to click the bottom face and not the top face, otherwise you'll accidentally might make a mistake. And okay, we're gonna write down red, and you still want to use the top face to show that you won. Perfect. Okay, so magenta is 2, 3, 4, 5. Magenta is 5. Bravo is 5. We'll start at 0, 0 and work our way up. So 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6, 0, 7, 0, 8, 0, 9. Actually, wait, let's go check at 0, 8. Our prioritizations is the last one was 5. Values less than 5 are prioritized. Beating, we can click at 0, 8 since our number is less than 5. Perfect. We're red again, and then top face. We got red free, so red is 1. So alpha equals 1, bravo equals free. Start 0, 0. Uh, this is the cube that wins, so we're actually all reds, which is very interesting. Anyway, we're gonna do 1. As you can see, values less than 5 are uh, prioritized, which means our opponent wins, which is what we want. So we're going to click at 1 second. And we're going to click the bottom face since our opponent has won the round. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. And our final example. Blue is free. So we have free and 8. We're going to start at 0, 0 again. And same thing where lower values are prioritized. So we're going to do at 1. And we're going to click top face to solve the module. Okay, so Uncolored is a little complicated, so I'll be making sure to link the Uncolored Cube tutorial and the text field solver in the description. And even if you can't use a solver, it really isn't too difficult to go do the math for the regular solving way. So that was the video. Thank you for watching.